Hi everybody, this is Jeff here, and I'm doing a quick review on the Lexus IS300. Now that is very similar to the 2017 IS200t. This is actually an IS300t. It's basically the same car, but I wanted to do a review here because all the ones I found were on the IS200t F Sport, and this is I think the non-F Sport is quite interesting and kind of more simple and clean looking in some ways. So anyway, here is a quick review on the new 2018, that's 18, on the IS300t, not to be confused with the IS300, which is a 6-cylinder. This is not a 6-cylinder. This is the same 4-cylinder turbo that the IS200t had. So let's begin, and here we go. So from the back side, it's very much the same. You have the same new exhaust and bottom fascia here than the 200t had, the same new update tail lights with the reverse lights down here. This does have a tail on here. You can see that. It does have a tail going across the back. I'm not sure if that is extra equipment or if it comes with that, but certainly makes the back look very nice. This car is also in the New Bella Gray Pearl. That's got that nice kind of dark silvery metallic look to it. Quite a nice looking color in this car. This also has the 18-inch wheels. Do not believe those are standard equipment. That is a nice little option on there. Very reasonable for the price of those wheels. I thought they would have been a lot more than that. Let's go into the back of the car here. As you can see, I have a child seat here. So yes, it does have the child seat locks in the back of the seat there. They're actually quite easy to find compared to other cars that I've had to put the child seat in. You have a air conditioning vents there. You got pockets in the back of the seat. You do have this big hump in the middle of the back seat. That is because this car is rear wheel drive. So unfortunately, anyone sitting in the middle here is not going to be too comfortable for that. You got really nice soft touch leather back here. This is a little bit soft, not as soft as other cars I've seen. And that's pretty much the back. Very simple back seats, medium amount of space. I wouldn't say it's a large amount, but seemed less on cars in this size. And moving up to the front, more of this very soft touch here. Same thing here, moderately soft materials on the top. You got this kind of piano black, which is a fingerprint magnet. I'm glad there's just a little amount of that. You have it here, you have it on the glove box here, and that's about it. There's really not too much. I seen the new Kia Stinger 2.0, and that had a lot more of this piano black all the way across the center console, and boy, that was a real turnoff. Just finger magnet on that one. You get the Lexus written here. Fortunately not written here, but you get the Lexus IS written there. Again, the interior is pretty much just like the IS200. I'm not really quite sure I understand why the name changed, but maybe to keep it a little more consistent with the rest of the line, being 300s. So as we get into the car here, I'm just gonna pop in here. Very nice soft touch materials on the side here, and also down here, fabric down here. So as one thing here different from the F Sport is you can see the dash does not have that moving digital dashboard there. I personally kind of like this. I think it's more classic and simple. The other thing with the F Sport's dash, it's really narrow. It's like very narrow. It's not wide, so it looks kind of narrow to me. So anyway, here the steering wheel, nice leather steering with controls on it. You do get an sunroof. You get a really good, well-working remote here for your garage door. I've had cars that it does not work on. It does work on here. This is the non-navigation version, which I prefer. The reason being is this controller is fantastic. It turns, it spins. If you've seen the other one with the navigation, it has a moving mouse here. I've had issues with that one kind of bouncing around a bit too much for me. I will agree that the stereo here, this area is getting a little bit dated. This car design has been pretty much around since 2014. The one thing on the non-navigation is this screen here doesn't really take up the whole thing, so there are these big bezels. If that bothers you, you have to go to the navigation option, which is, again, if you want navigation built in the car, that is the way to go. One thing that is a little funny here is where the cup holders are. I don't know if you can see it here, but they're really far back. Now, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't really bother me because I like the cups to be out of my way when I'm driving, and when I do want to get them, they're, I can reach them. But yeah, if you want really easy to reach cup holders, you might want to look at something else. You do have the different drive modes and the snow. So one thing on the non-navigation here is you get something called Scout GPS. It's kind of like an app you put on your phone, and it will play on the screen here, turn-by-turn navigation. The only thing I don't understand with that is that the Scout GPS has a new option to it now called moving maps, and basically it's very odd because moving apps only works when you have the Lexus app suite, and you can only get the app suite if you have the navigation option in your car, which, at least as far as I can see. If I'm incorrect about that, please let me know in the comments below. But as far as I understand, the Scout GPS app has an option now where you plug in the phone with your cable in the car, and you can get like full-blown GPS map on the screen, not just turn-by-turn screen. So, but I don't understand, if you have the navigation suite in your car, why would you even want to use the Scout GPS app? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So anyway, as we pull out of here, again, I am not a car reviewer, but I wanted to do one on this car because I could not find any real reviews on the 300t for 2018. So again, there's the interior there once again. Again, I prefer this knob here over the navigation one, so I went with here. Didn't want to spend more money for something I didn't want. And as you go up to the front of the car here, again, this gray Nubila pearl is just beautiful. Look at the way it shimmers there, and it goes great with these wheels. So here again, you can see that it is the 4-cylinder turbo engine, just like the 200t from last year. So no real difference there. So speaking of the reviews, I mainly could find, most of the time I only found reviews on the 200t F Sport, and I get it, that's the higher end car. It's got the fancy F Sport package, and I did have the F Sport package on my CT200 a couple years ago, and it was really cool on there. But on here, I actually really like the regular grille here. I find it aggressive enough. The air vents here are nice. But the grille goes all the way across, and what I find on the F Sport is that there's like a line right here that the grille on the F Sport kind of stops, and then there's these other air vents. I don't know, I find it not to be very natural flowing. This really flows nicely because the grille goes all the way across, and these aren't real vents, but it does look really sculpted and nice. And again, so anyway, this is I want to keep this under 10 minutes. This is the 2018 IS300t. Again, pretty much the same car than last year's 200t. There might be a few little differences, like the cup holders are a little bit different, but that's it. It's a wonderful car. It drives very smooth. This is not a driving review. This is just a cosmetic review. I do believe if you want to know how the car drives, I suggest strongly that you go down to a dealership and drive it and see how amazing the Lexuses drive. I really did miss it in my CT200, and I'm very happy to be back. Anyway, this is Jeff, and thank you for watching. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.